Well, hello there, guys. Welcome to the stream. This is Cussan, and today we are playing in New York, New York. We are building Manhattan, we are building Brooklyn, and we are maybe gonna build the Bronx, and we might be building Queens. Now, the reason I'm saying these words pretty funny is because I've been practicing the accent, not that much, but let's go check out how to pronounce these neighborhoods. And I always love doing this. So this will be a thing probably we do at the beginning of the episode. Last episode we did Impractical Jokers, and my video got copyright blocked a bit. So let's do this.
Got the Bronx, you know what I mean? The Bronx is dark, it's in the back of your throat. And you drop in your final R's and you have...
All right, so there's the Bronx, the Bronx, right? You talk from the back of your throat, which I didn't know, and then we have all these districts, which is it's a nice map. Okay, probably I'm butchering the accent right now, okay? But there we go, that's the Bronx. Let's go to Brooklyn. That's a good one.
Brooklyn is more sing-song and you have more up and down in your cadences.
So Brooklyn is sing-song. I mean, that's kind of the accent I've seen in all the shows with George Costanza's mother and any Jewish mother from New York, including Kathy Ladman or Fran Drescher. We might watch that in a bit, but that's Brooklyn, sing-songy.
And the most important thing about Brooklyn is you need to masticate your vowels.
Okay, wait, whoa, what was that? Masticate your vowels? Yeah, masticate what? All right, that's enough of that. Enough of that. I don't know how to say that. Queens.
Queens is more nasal. The thing with Queens
Love it. Love Queens is nasal. I love it. This is perfect.
is you live there, so you have to press into your nose because you know there's a pain living in Queens because it's so boring.
So boring in Queens. Okay, we missed the other ones, but you know what? That's good for now. Oh wait, Staten Island.
Manhattan's really quick, you know what I mean? I don't really have a lot of time to get back to you.
Sorry,
I'm
Manhattan.
really rushed here. I have a lot of things to do, and I don't have any time at all. So the people talk really quickly. And Staten Island is an amalgam of all the other boroughs put together. It's the most obnoxious of all the...
Whoa, that is so obnoxious. I mean, how could you put all the accents in one? You gotta talk from the back of your throat, masticate your vowels, and talk nasally all at the same time. So I might not do it the entire stream, but here we go. Guys, thank you for joining the stream. Again, this is Kusan from Kusan Gaming. And, oh, I have some news. What have we been doing in this city before, well, since yesterday's stream? I guess this is a daily thing now. We're doing streams daily. So I think okay, this is probably getting annoying, but I kind of enjoy it. So what we did, first of all, I switched all the vehicles. Let's take a look here at this pretty important intersection. Notice anything different? Other than maybe that very obnoxious pickup truck? It's all horse-drawn carriages. Even the trams. There's a tram, I think. Horse tram. So, last episode, we built this line here, this tram line. And this tram line is actually it's the New York Harlem train line. New York Harlem. I don't know how to say Harlem. We're gonna learn that. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Okay. So that's the train line that we did between Manhattan and Harlem. We didn't quite build Harlem yet, but that's okay. And as you can see, we have 132 passengers, and we actually have 400 people using the bus lines, which mostly serve Brooklyn. But yeah, Brooklyn. So the Brooklyn buses, they cross. They're not buses. We can't call them buses. Now, some of the vehicles, like the garbage trucks and the hearses and the police cars, I think that we don't have horse-drawn options for those, so that's okay. So this is really fun. Another thing I did was I changed their outfits. Could you believe it? We have made... Let me zoom in here. How do I do that? These people are all wearing early 20th century, maybe even late 19th century. For those of us who don't know, that's 1800s to 1900s. Because right now, I should have mentioned this before, but we are in New York City, 1860. We are in 1860 because we are building the city historically. We have the tram line, that is a train line, I guess. It is a train, but it's horse-drawn, so it's a train that's horse-drawn. Okay, and I know that the animations for these horses are like literally not perfect. Not perfect at all. But you know what? We play the game from a distance. We play the game from hereabouts. Unless we want to take a look at these people's outfits. Then we go close. Oh, you know what I just noticed? Okay, sorry, I don't know what is going on with my camera. Okay. There's a woman here wearing a red hat. She looks like this lady here is the working lady from the World War. There she goes on the tram. Anyway, there we go. So we changed the vehicles to horse-drawn carriages. We changed people to be wearing 19th century clothes. And I don't know if you noticed this, but we have also steamboats. So look at that. Steamboats. It's beautiful. So now we have a really historical city. As you can tell, the skyline is rising a bit. It's like Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, Midtown, East Village, and this part, which is the densest part of New York, according to what we learned yesterday. And I guess there's a little bit of density happening around Prospect Park. Wait. Whoa. That was bad. Prospect Park. I can't do your accent. It's so nasally. It's so masticating the vowel-y. Does that make sense? Masticating of the vowels-y? There we go. Maybe that made sense. All right, let's get to playing. What are we going to do? Well, it's 1860, and we got to follow a plan. And a plan we follow off of this video here. The Big Apple, not that one, not this one. Oh, did I, it's playing a documentary in the background. That can't be good. That can't be good. All right, here we go. Here grows New York. So we are in 1860. Right? Correct? Okay. I gotta stop with every single word trying to get it in a New York accent. If some words don't work, that's fine. All right. So join us in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Okay, 1849, we passed that. 500,000 people. We have actually about 13,000. Okay. Here we go. 1857. Not looking too bad. We've built this. And then the ferry routes is something we added at the end of last stream. We do have the ferry lines. These ferry lines cross the river, but I explained we're not going to be doing that. We have Grand Central Park, not Grand Central. I keep confusing that. Just Central Park. How could you confuse something so simple? Grand Central Station. We should put it. I agree. We're going to put Grand Central Station. So what came after 1868? The first elevated railroad opens on 9th Avenue to replace streetcars. So we don't have streetcars there. Well, we can do either of the two. We can put a streetcar there, which would be a horse-drawn streetcar, or a horse-drawn train, just like the Harlem Line. But I think we should just go with the elevated train. Now, for trains, I also tried to find some mods of steam trains. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to look too accurate, quite honestly. And the way I see it, it is not on the road that is on the coast. It's on the road inward from the coast. How do I put that in English? It's the road, the second street perpendicular to the shoreline, called 9th Avenue. And that's actually quite accurate. No, it's not. That's 7th Avenue for us. That's 7th Avenue. This is 8th Avenue. So we made a few mistakes here. You know what we're going to do? You know what we could do? We could just have the elevated train line cut through the middle here of the block, which I think would be okay, because it would give an impression of having more streets, and you know how we're not doing all the streets based on our size. So let's go check out this elevated train, because I know that we have the Metro Overhaul mod, and we have elevated stations, elevated metro stations. Now, doing this would require us, we would need the depot. Don't tell me I don't have the depot. Yeah, I have the depot. We have everything. Now, the depot obviously is going to go all the way up here. All the way, just going to put it up there. Must be placed on a roadside. Then that seems kind of arbitrary, don't you think? Why do you need a roadside? Are we going to do a really temporary thing here? Well, okay, let's go back and see how long is this train. The first elevated railway opens on 9th Avenue, and it literally goes from here to there, from here to there, from here to there. But if we play a bit forward, we'll see that, ooh, okay, wait. We will see the full entire train line network, and that's the one I'm going to actually go off of. Now this one, it's Brooklyn Bridge. We have Brooklyn Bridge because we just needed it, so let's skip this step. 1883. Now, in 1886, I don't know if they'll mention it, was the Statue of Liberty. So they skipped that, but the Statue of Liberty was added in 1886, gifted by France, so we're going to do that. What is this? The population is 1.4 million, and this is actually looking more like our grid plan is going to be in a few minutes, probably. We're going to already have lines here in Harlem, West Side developed with, Broadway stretching up that way. Where's that train line system? I think they're going to show around 1900, aren't they? Right, the extent of the elevated railroads in 1903. So what we know, what do we know? We know that this elevated train line keeps going past Central Park, and it does a turn here, which is always suspicious. When they say that a train does a really sharp turn like that, I don't know how they do that, but maybe they did. The subways in New York do have sharp turns, so who am I to say? Let's put the depot. Let's put the Metropolitan Depot. We don't need a bus line, we need a regular line. I know this is not ideal putting things temporarily, but I'd rather do it. It seems to give us faster city growth, wouldn't you say? So what I have to do is come here. Let's actually extend this neighborhood while we're at it, because it needs to grow for us to give it the train line, metro line. I don't know. I don't know exactly what to call it, because a train line would mean we put a train on it. A metro line would mean we put a metro on it. Yeah, and I never counted these blocks here at all. So, we can destroy a bunch of people's houses. That's always fun. We don't have to. Good news is that we're going to do a little bit longer of a road because we have an avenue anyway. So we're just going to hold on here. Okay, there we go. Gotta do my nasally accent for you guys. We're gonna go like that. There we go. Now we should do something similar on this side. I think we already have. Except that this tram line, okay. This has a different measurement. Whatever. We can handle it, can't we, ladies and gentlemen? We can handle, on Cussan Gaming, a little bit of mischievous road planning that's not accurate, not too accurate to the city plan. I think that looking at this map here, that would definitely be the road the elevated rail goes over. So what I am going to do is over here, I'm going to make the train line go over the road. And on the other section in Lower Manhattan, I'm even going to do something crazy. Like this. No, I'm not. Am I going to do this? It has to seamlessly fit in here. Now let's do a little bit of counting. It's exactly 2 blocks. Either way, we're going to lose a bit of land. Actually, no, wait, 1 second. Where's my grid? 3 times 4 plus 3, so it's not going to be aligned. 4 plus 4. I'm kind of rather have it not align on the main road, because we have a little bit more room over there. So it would be this. Now, I'm not going to do this the whole entire way. I'm just going to go ahead and place the metro line right now. Now, is the game volume a bit too loud? Because it's a blaring in my ear right now. Blaring. Who's Blair? Okay. Not a funny joke. That was... My one viewer is probably named Blair right now, so you've gone and shooed him away. Alright, Metro Overhaul mod. You go to the Metro tab. Yeah, there we go. Think before you act, so to speak. Alright, page up 3 times. At a height of 9 meters. I think that'll be good. So, we're going to try to put a pillar once every block. Keep it cute. Like that. And then over here, it's going to come up to this street. So over there, we don't really care. We don't care so much what it's doing right here, because we didn't actually plan that area. Now, I don't want it to connect to the street, my friend. I think there must be a way to... Oh, there it is, there it is. So hopefully, how can we do an over-the-street line? If I put this down, it has those really large pillars. Those pillars that hold up the train line. And when I do this one, it doesn't do that. It doesn't... Actually, it does. Where are my pillars at? I'm not too sure where my pillars are at. Now, there's a pillar mod somewhere out there. You know, quite frankly, I'm just going to build this little section without the road bothering me for a second. So we're going to do it like that. We're going to do it like that. Bring it over here. Give it a little curve. Looking good. Looking good. Now, I'm wondering, should I try to build the rail first? What is that? Why is there a street there? Oh, that's a measurement street. Yeah, I'm going to build the train line first, and then if it doesn't give us the pillars, we're going to have to not have a street here, but symbolically we'll know. Or we will put it in when I get the mod working, because I'd rather do that too. But at least that road dezoned everyone. They moved them out, so... Except that one guy. Train is coming through town. Okay, now we've sort of messed up the pillars, but it happens. I'm sure it happens in real life. Probably not, but here we go. Are we connecting to the node? Please tell me we're connecting to the node. Well, there we go. That's as simple as it is. That's how we put a train line in. This is not a tutorial. You should know this by now. But we're watching me do it live time. Now I'm gonna do a slope. It's gonna look pretty bad. I don't like when the slope is way too steep for what an actual railway can handle. Now, probably not gonna be the perfect curve. Definitely not. Just gonna pull this pillar back a bit, right there. We're gonna extend this avenue. Nope, 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 that's the dump button. So far so good. I think our city is thriving, even though we switched it to horse carriages. Would you look at that? Except for the hearse. Yeah. Ooh, that is not a nice looking slope, my friends. Because there's a hill involved here as well. Oh, see, based on that, what I just did, I feel like you could move the pillar after placing the road. Okay, well that looks okay, I suppose. We can always straighten it a bit more out, but I think it's doing funky things with the slope. This is a mod after all, so give it, you know, some grace. What does that even mean, give it grace? Be nice to it. Right, we're gonna just, we're gonna have that. So, we have to put stations as well. And the only place I can think of putting a station is right here, because there's a road there. And don't you need to have a road? Oh man, and this way, when we do it this way, we bulldoze half the city. That's okay, we're gonna drag it. We're gonna drag it right above. I'm sure that's how it's designed to be, quite honestly. Now, it's a bit higher up than I had expected. We might not even need the road underneath. We might not even need that road. Let's see what happens if we put this station here. Push it down a bit. There we go. And we will give it a road, but we'll give it a pedestrian road. Oh, did I remove that mod? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Here we go. Pedestrian road. There we go. Oh, that's a nice one too. So the pillars, I hope the pillars are doing, a decent job. Like, it looks like, in some cities you'd walk around a pillar, no problem. There's a pedestrian path there. Okay. Whoopsie. So there's our first elevated station. Our first. I can't even say the word first in a New York accent. The first station. So where do we want the next station to be? Right here, probably. Now, I know this is not like gonna be perfect because let's just put down a few stations just so that we have them. Especially, I'm gonna have to use the Move It mod anyway. So we put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations. Yeah, 5 stations is how many we need. Now, I'm not sure if the train can do a U-turn. I think it is. A metro. I think it can do a turn around there. So we're going to move this station here. This one, I don't think we're going to keep this station because it's going to be kind of not in line with the road. So that's going to be something we will revisit when we build this district. And we're not doing it now. Why? Well, because I just want to get this train line in, quite honestly. There you go. That was pretty easy. We'll put a pedestrian path so that they can access the station. And it would be wise to have it go from here to there, I think. Or even a simple little turn here wouldn't really hurt anybody. We could raise it up a bit, the metro station, because there's a weird slope going on here. I don't know. Oh, we could just raise this road. It's going to fix a lot of problems visually. Just like that. And then whatever's behind there will probably terraform. Don't want to do it right now. I do want to put this station in, though. This one's easy. Nobody has to die. Make sure that's aligned. Alright. And this one we're going to put... Actually, wait. These guys don't have no power. We have a power problem. Why do we have a power problem? Well, we're going to keep putting these gas power tanks in these areas that are pretty industrial because it just looks great. It looks great. You're telling me something that pollutes looks great? I am telling you that. Because this is 1860, so we would expect to have those polluting things. Okay, check for any buildings of illegal height. So far, so good. Alright, let's go here. And we really got to start raising this, the height of our city. We're going to have to rezone a few things here. Oh, you just zoned it back to the regular thing. So how it's going to work is we're going to build a metro and we're going to zone it higher density, and then it's going to make a lot more sense. Even right here, we can zone a few buildings while we're here. Because I think that they have an extreme high demand for residential right now. Alright, we're going to put this next station here. So that'll be every 2 blocks. 1, 2, build, 1, 2, build. So that's every 3 blocks technically, but I mean 2 blocks of no stations. Okay, let's move the station into place. I am glad that this is working out so well. Now, the height of this station is being a problem. I don't think we'll notice it too much when we have the zoning and everything, but it does need to be aligned with the track at least. Well, right here, the problem is that there is definitely a slope associated with this area. There's like a hill here, as you can tell. So we'll rebuild that little segment. We have to rebuild that. Those two, I think, will align nicely. Alright, here we go. Now I don't like the lack of a pillar, so we're gonna put an extra pillar over here. That's called detailing, my friends. That's the level of detailing I'm willing to do. Now this slope is not gentle at all. But it seems like it's kind of working. Right. So our metro line is pretty much set up. Okay, we need to have the pedestrian crossings here. Ooh, I don't like that angle. You gonna do something about this angle? Ooh, I like that angle. Alright. This building needs water. I like saying the word water. And then just a few pedestrian paths and we're ready to set up our train route, metro route. Pedestrian paths would be in the roads menu. Alright, so we're just going to build a road from here to there. Let me just check. If I build a road from here to there, we actually have the pillars intact. So you know, why don't we just do that the whole way through? That's beautiful. Now that is called beautiful. And we can do that the whole way along. I mean, then it kind of defeats the purpose of them using the train, because they can just bike underneath the track, but they can use it to get to the train on their bike. What do you think about that? I think this station might be a tad too high. I'm going to lower it a bit. Just lower this station. Okay, we're going to raise it a bit, because you went too far. We've gone too far this time. Connect that road up. Are we going to keep connecting the road up? I think we shall. And up here, we won't finish that. We'll let it be. But we can do one of these roads here as well. Ooh, why are you demolishing more buildings? That was not good. Maybe here they need a thinner road. No, it's messing up the whole thing. Okay, give it one more shot. I think I need to turn this on here. Grid. There to there. There we go. And there we go. And I think we have to rebuild the road underneath. Same with this one, because this one's definitely diagonal. We'll just extend this beautiful road all the way. Actually, it's not as beautiful as this road, but we can upgrade it. Oh, this one's still crooked. Let's upgrade this road and see what it looks like. Yeah, perfect. We get some trees under there. And a nice masonry layout. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's all very straight. Make sure this one's straight. There we go. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. Let's rezone these people here. Whoop, my camera went lopsided for a second there. What was it doing? Going all lopsided like that. Alright, time to set up the train line. This is exciting, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh, no, one more step, one more step. We have to make sure that both trains attach to that. I'm pretty sure. I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Whoop! Engineering fail right there. Do you have an upgrade tool? Okay, I think we're gonna have to rebuild that one. I think it'll look much better. Like that. Okay, well it needs that curve. I guess I'll let it have that curve. Or... What is going on here? There we go, we fixed it. We fixed it together. So, how do we make a tram line, train line, metro line? They're complaining about power again. I thought I just gave you a power station. So now, I hope you realize that this is probably not going anywhere. It should not be the case, and I'll tell you why. I don't think there's an elevated train line in New York City, in Manhattan, so this is really not realistic. But I'm going historically, so if we have to build it and then demolish it, I guess so be it. Well, we don't have to. We can talk about that. Wow. That seems fun. Now wait, pause. Before they send 500 trams out, we can decide what metro we want. Now, these are supposedly New York-style metros. Is that a New York-style metro? I think that one comes with Metro Overhaul mod. Okay, try again, but better. Take the train tool, and obviously NYC Metropolitan Local, that's clearly going to be the one we want, isn't it? And it has a lot of graffiti on it. Let's try another one. I think we have one that will look a bit more historical. Not that it will, but I did download some steam trains. I don't know if they're gonna... Trains really have to be a train line, don't they? So... yeah, these are all gonna be looking like the classic New York subway system trains. And I guess people are going to be wondering why we have a metro line in 1860. I just realized we should have probably built a train line. Can I ask a question? Can the train use these stations? That would be so fun if it could. Train line. Draw track. Oh, you were supposed to connect and you know it. You were supposed to connect. How come it's not connecting? Because it's saying it's not the same thing, is it? Yeah, I don't think it'll work, but we can check out if we have the train line ability. No. And then what do we have here? Elevated train lines? So do I have to redo this all? Elevated single island train station. Jeez, I kind of want to redo it. I kind of want to have the train line be as accurate as possible. Alright, the only way I think I'm going to invest in that is if I can see with my very eyes a New York olden day style train. Let's have it do a loop here. I guess it needs another station. You've done it the most complicated way ever. Okay, but we have to check to see if... okay, train line. From here to there. And... now we're going to go into the train line thing and see what kind of trains do we have. NYC Redbird. Redbird. Come on, show me the... Ooh, this looks historical. Yeah, this one ran in Pennsylvania and in a bunch of New England cities. I think Boston, maybe? That is a historical train. Let's try now with a steam locomotive. There's the Brooklyn Shuttle. Let's check out what that looks like. Brooklyn Shuttle looks like a metro line. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Right, so now we're going to try out... do we have a... oh, here's the Pennsylvania Railroad. So, actually, I lied to you about the other one. I don't know what that train was then. This is an electrified train. Now, electrified I don't think would have been done in 1860. I really think it would have been a steam train. I could do the research. I'm not really not willing to do it right now. Pennsylvania, train set 1. We have these. This is a European train. That's definitely not going to work. Train set 1. Is that a toy train set? Train set 1 is an American train set, but it's diesel, I believe. That's not going to work. Okay, let's try train set 2. Or 0. Yeah, same thing. Oh, but just only shorter. Okay. Try one more time. Now, a lot of people are going to start using our metro line that we made. I never turned that off. White shuttle in New York City. I think that would be a regular green line. Pennsylvania. So it's either the Pennsylvania or the New York City Redbird. You know, we could just do a quick search for New York City Redbird. Redbird trains. What year was it from? In the 60s. So that's not going to work. Elevated Railroad, New York City. Because they don't tell you what one. Oh, they tell you it's on 9th Avenue. Okay, let's take a look at this. So it looks like a tram. It has a steam locomotive in the front. I mean, in that case, I guess we have no choice but to try the European train that does have a steam locomotive. And I hope it's gonna let us run trains when these buildings don't have water. Alright, can we go on with this experiment? Alright, that is that locomotive. Oh, it's very long. It's super long. Alright, let's try then the other European way. Wait, I only have one European one. Green line, we didn't try that one yet. So I guess let me know what you think I should use. Should I rebuild the line to have train tracks? We should give these people power. They really want power. Now this is not work. Oh, I know why all those power stations are not working. Is because our oil industry, I turned off some of the vehicles for oil, and I got a notification saying our oil thing won't work. We can use this olden day oil truck. Olden day oil truck. So yeah, we do have some cars that are not horse-drawn carriages. This guy doesn't have water. But I love the tenacity of these New York business people who, regardless of not having water, they continue to operate business. So we should get power pretty soon when they make an oil delivery. To rebuild or not to rebuild? I think we should rebuild. Although, yeah, we built such a nice road underneath. And we're gonna have to remove this anyway. Let me just see how difficult it will be to rebuild one segment. We're obviously gonna go with the elevated station. Both Walmart Street and a bunch of these custom ones. Elevated station. Now, it's gonna mess with the grid, I think. And it looks pretty much the same, except that we get an older train on it. I think we should rebuild it. I'm gonna try to do it as fast as possible then. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not ready for New York subways. And I think I probably will put the steam locomotive on the train line. Now my question is, will it fit in those tiny stations? And if that's not the case, if it doesn't fit, oh, well then we have a problem. And we spent a bunch of money on that, but thankfully I have a lot of money. So that's okay. Let's delete this line here. Alright, these people really don't have power. Where's my oil trucks at? We'll have to give them some supplemental sort of wind power or something. Oh, I know that's not historical. Well, this one's still operating, so I guess in that situation, what is this? Gas power plant. Does it actually require an... No, wait, this one. Does it require a delivery? We'll just put it right on top of that other building. Huh, there we go. Yep. So this time I'll put the stations in first. Actually, you could probably align this very responsibly if you just did it the right way. We build a pedestrian path from here. Now, the station itself has a road underneath, but it's not snapping to the road. Now, if it's a train, customize individual tracks. I could have made a metro station, train station into... Oh dear. Is there an autosave? 405. Okay, I am so confused right now. I'm not gonna reload. I'm not gonna reload. I'm gonna have to rebuild it very quickly. I didn't know that. We learn something new every day. Okay, now I'm gonna have to ask a lot more questions. This thing here, it's like I don't know how the mods work before I use them, and then... Do I have to change the station before building it, or can I upgrade it? Yeah, so we would probably have to rebuild it anyway. There we go. Then it has rail lines. Yeah, the station itself actually looks too modern. Let's go back to the elevated station, and now that we demolished the whole entire system, what if we did Beauformer Street or something like that? I mean, that clearly looks like a New York station. And it's really long as well. That's Beauformer. And then we have this one. They look very much alike, except for the exit. I like Beauformer more. Beauformer. We make sure it's a train station. Now, how are we going to align it? At least this station actually wants to snap to stuff. That way we can actually align it perfectly. So it'll snap to the middle of the street here. Let's see how that works. So if it snaps to the middle of the street, we don't really need these intersections. This is actually going to work out perfectly for us. Now we just have to decide where we want the stations, and I want them in the same places as before. So one station will go here. How about over here in this neighborhood? Now the train probably does need a U-turn. Actually, it doesn't. Put one station there. one station here. And over here I do need aligning roads. Need a station about right here somewhere. Now maybe we can put it above the main station. Probably not. The exit is probably too thin for that. Ground station. We're gonna have to continue putting them on the side streets. Like that. We had 5 stations last time. I think I'm putting them in the wrong place. I think this one's in the wrong place. We'll have a station right here. And then right here. Which is the extent to which they actually built anything, so that makes sense. Now, it's going to be easy peasy now. We just put the railroad in. And then we worry about the actual ground roads later. Now, how come that's not aligned? I actually not put these stations in the right place. How could that be? I do that everywhere. So that looks like it worked out pretty fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what's the size here of the grid? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on here it's 6. Okay. How about over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm surprised that it didn't snap to the right place, because it looked very realistic. Actually, over here we're going to have the nice stations. What do you say? Now it didn't align to the right place. You know what? We have to figure out the measurement for it to align. Let's do 6 tiles and see what that gives us. Oh, this is having trouble. I think that works with 6 tiles. Yep. Perfect. Next time we want a station, we just demolish the road and build 6 tiles only. Same here. Now we're doing this correctly. This is pretty much... Wait, now I can't see where 6 is. Okay. So yeah, when I play City Skylines, it's pretty much one time you build it to get the measurements correct, and then you actually build it the real way next time. Second time. There's always twice that I have to build something, and it's not because I'm a bad city player, it's just planning works in a way where you plan something and you look at, you know, you have to look at all the options. And we looked at the other option, we actually built it, paid the money, metro line, and now we're being told that, you know, we have to build this station. So that's okay. Now, the station is supposedly sunken into the ground a bit. I'm okay with that. This is an elevated steam train looking type thing. There we go. So I will do a U-turn here just because it looks like a nice place to do a U-turn in this neighborhood. Definitely need to take away the road guidelines. This is going to be so destructive. Now, I have a plan here in order to not destroy that building. It's not going to look this bad, but we can see what we can do here. So that building is definitely going to go. Okay. Now we just have to straighten out the whole thing here. Because we're literally asking it to do the impossible. You know, I don't think we need this node. And now we just have to build it in a way that the tracks actually work. They actually gotta work. Ooh, I think it changed the direction of the road. It does that. It definitely does that. There we go. So it is gonna work. All but over here. Ooh, what is this? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, this pillar has been displaced. Oh, we can get it, guys. I think we can get it. Yeah. It might need that one extra node, but we're gonna add it in right now. Because it needs room to actually change directions over here, like this. We almost got it. We almost got it. It's being so difficult. There we go. I think we got it. What I don't like is that power line. Now, I do like the fact that there are power lines because... Well, you know what? We can add more nodes. I think that'll fix the power line issue. But we need the power line because I think we're going to have the electric train running here. We'll put these nodes a bit closer together. Right here, there's a really big glitch. I'd like to not have that. Ah, okay, there we go. Come on. Ooh! I'm seeing something I like. I like this. There we go. I think this will do. The power lines are going crazy. Ooh, but I can't fix the power lines. Can I? Well, this is just ridiculous. Put the power lines in the right place, guys. It's not that hard. Maybe I'll remove one of these nodes, but then we're back to square one. This thing's not aligning now. But you know what? It's not that important. Who's gonna look at that? You know, it doesn't even look that bad from a distance. I'll raise the station a bit. Now we have to realign all these roads, which I don't think will be a problem since they're very aligned. Very aligned. There apparently is a road under there. I might reach in and grab it later. Probably not. I think right now I want to just set up the line, and the only thing I really need to worry about connecting is these side roads. That one's connected. This one just needs to connect here. Like so. What do we have right here? This is connected. This is connected. Yeah, I'll fix those perpendicular roads later. This is not connected. Yeah, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Now we just need a... Do we even need a train depot? No. We just start the line. There we go. Whoever thought it'd be this easy? Now, is there a way to have a waypoint? They don't want to use a roundabout. Alright. Suit yourself. Makes it a lot easier for me. I don't even have to build a roundabout. So, this side has a train line that's actually a horse-drawn tram, and now this side's about to get a crazy train line that's an electrified... which one do we want? I like the red one. Pennsylvania Railroad 4 wagons. How about that? That's a nice one to start. Oh, but we were going to start with a steam engine? Is that correct? I need proof that it's working. It definitely needs a tram depot. I'm pretty certain of that. Let's build our depot here again. Now, if this doesn't work, then it's just going to be sad. Wait a minute. Do we have a depot that has a specific train line associated to it? Can I connect a train line to that? We were having problems with that earlier. Huh. I can't actually tell if it's connecting or if it's pretend connecting. It looks like it's pretend connecting. I will remove that very shortly. But we have to understand why the trains aren't spawning. Oh, are we on pause? Okay. Welcome to Cussan Gaming, everybody. We're on pause. What's train line 1 and train line 2? First of all, train line 1 we don't need. Train line 2, we're going to name it, don't worry. We're going to go with the German. Train set 1, what was that again? And before people join the stream and see this monstrosity, I'm demolishing it. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. This was good. Good job. Okay, press play and please put the train in the track, on the track. Oh, I see a train. Hold on. Let's just follow it. Now it's going backwards. I don't know how I feel about that. I sincerely don't like that. And it's not just in one direction. They're going backwards in all directions. Okay. That's not gonna work, ladies and gentlemen. We're switching the train to gonna be what? I just want to check out this here train set 0. I remember that being something. Oh look, it's using the roundabout at least. Not too shabby. Okay, it's gonna change the train style here, isn't it? So right now, where are you going? I think I may have not placed a stop. It doesn't want to do 2 stops. That's okay, because why would it? Okay, we have this train. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Pennsylvania train. Well, we'll try it at least. Now we can try trains on the real track. Pennsylvania 4 wagons. I like the fact I get a choice of how many wagons. All the trains are going backwards. Is that normal? I would like these trains to go forwards, please. This is really ridiculous. Come on, there's a dog waiting for the train. Someone, please drive the train properly. Now there's no trains. They're having an emergency at the depot. Oh, I see a train coming and it's red. And if it's one of those good trains, it'll be driving forward. Let's watch this train come in here. This is epic. I love it. So this is our 1860, way too early for what we're actually doing train, but there it is. Pennsylvania Railroad. I like it. So, now we can officially say, and we can name the line too. We can name the line. We can officially say that we are in well into the 1860s, 70s. What's next? Statue of Liberty, of course. We are not building any buildings yet because, I mean, in terms of iconic buildings, because we're not there yet. Let's take a look at where we are in terms of our timeline. This is called the 9th Avenue line, so not that hard to... in 1868, as the West Side and Yonkers Patent Railway, so we can name it that. Are we heading to Yonkers? Well, let's take a look here. In 1857, Central Park, 1868, 9th Avenue, first elevated train replaces streetcars, heading to Yonkers. Brooklyn Bridge, okay. Statue of Liberty, they don't put it in this video. And as we can tell, people are moving in now to Queens. They are moving into the Bronx. They live around Prospect Park. We're going to have to develop Prospect Park. And then way after that, there's just a huge boom. And this is going to be when right at the turn of the century, the 20th century, might add. When we hit the 1900s, we'll be placing a lot of tall skyscrapers. We're in 1868. Let's rename that. I think good little progress there. Took a while. All we did was put a train line. And let's name the train line. I don't want to call it that long, convoluted name, but it's the New York Yonkers Patent Line. West Side in Yonkers. Well, we'll put the ands. West Side and Yonkers line. Or just that. Passengers, seven passengers only. Well, you know what's going to be fun? Hold on, we're auto-saving. We're doing good. It would be fun to build that pedestrian road underneath, but we're going to have to use our road tool. Demolish this road here. And then again, take that and demolish it. Be very careful not to demolish your beautiful... What's beautiful? Tell me. Your train stations. Your dilapidated train stations. That seems to be working pretty good. Here we are. More roads to demolish. Look at that. We have some Brooklyn-style and Manhattan-style buildings spawning near the train line. That's really good. Now, this is not something that you technically see in Manhattan. We're currently in Manhattan. But this looks very much like Brooklyn to me. But at least it's has that New York feeling, you know? New York is New York. Like Brooklyn, Manhattan. Different, but same. Different, but same. But different. One more station here. This one's a bit low. Nope. Don't grab the train line. Grab the road underneath it. Alright. And we can raise the station as well. Just a tad. And put up pedestrian roads underneath. This is gonna be great. Why are you saying you have no connection? You do. Hold up. What the heck is that? What am I doing? Oh, I caused a little accident. I'm gonna fix that very shortly. Make sure it has a train track. Place that there. Oh yeah, if I demolish this street, it demolishes the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, let's do the road tool thing again. And the station's not connected. So make sure to connect that. No, I don't want to select... Okay, every time I select that, I kind of do mess it up. Oopsie. Did that last time too. Let me just try to connect the road here without this button selected. There we go, now it works. Now it's working. Now it doesn't have too great of an intersection right there, and I think that's because we sunk this road. Oh, we can sink it a bit, there we go. That's nice. Alright, connect it up back to the train line. I feel like I should raise the station even a bit more. The train line doesn't seem to be going straight there. Does that wreck the whole view of the thing, or no? I mean, it kind of does, doesn't it? Put that street down a bit. Alright, it's very... This is a very detailed thing. Let's just try to build this pedestrian road across the whole section, and then if there's detailing afterwards, then we do it. Then maybe I won't start on that side. Maybe we'll start on the pretty side. Just build from there to there, it should be fine. Over here, you're giving me a weird selection. Go directly to the thing. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can. Okay, that's good. That one works. Let's head this way. Being very careful to select our nodes. That's good. Okay, how about over here? The reason I'm doing this is because the pillars of the train line stay intact. Well, I just realized there's no pillars anywhere because I built the train line in a random, weird way. Okay, well, at least there are some pillars, so take note of those if you're there for realism. And now I just want to connect these pedestrian streets. And yeah, we're not going to keep you here for 4 hours while I put, you know, pillars everywhere. I'm not going to be putting no pillars nowhere. They're already there. So yeah, do we want to put Statue of Liberty, or do we want to grow the population? We're only at 18,000. I feel like we should get to 25,000, then put Statue of Liberty. If it's even unlocked. Right, that one I don't think selected the intersection. Or maybe this one didn't select the intersection. I don't know what happened there. What is that? So my buildings don't despawn when I demolish them, which is a good thing. Alright guys, there we go. It's all done. Now, we can ride the train. Let's see if people are even waiting for it. I see a few citizens in there. Some people are doing stretches. They seem to all be doing stretches. Alright, we're waiting for the train. Oh, there's a big fire. There's a big fire happening there. Maybe you guys don't want to go downtown anymore. Look at all this beautiful steel work, and I'm surprised. The highest detail is on the steel beam right there. Even the train line doesn't look too realistic. Alright, where is the train? Oh, look, look, look. This is what it looks like underneath. Now, I don't know what that is. That's a fire truck. That's good. Wow. There goes a horse. Okay. This is a bike line that I'm on, and I don't see many people biking. Oh, I see someone biking. It looks really nice under here, actually. Really good job. Look at all these horse carriages. This is Central Park. We can go to Central Park. Hanging out in Central Park with all these people wearing 1900s outfits. Industrial workers. Except for the university students. They're wearing, you know, jerseys. I'm getting lost in the park. Let's go here. This is Park Avenue. It's not even. Probably is. I'm not too sure. Ooh, I saw a... I see a vehicle. It was probably very annoying to be looking at the game through that lens because it's very responsive to every time I press the button. It just like zooms too fast. Time to raise the density. Now, I don't know why, but they don't really demolish these buildings. I have to manually demolish them. I'm not too sure why that is. It probably has to do with my fee management. Now here, look, they're building New York style houses really nicely. So I'm going to keep those even though they're low density. The area is zoned as high density, so we're just going to be like, we're micromanaging basically the density of the city. And so if you look here, what's the density? High density. So I can demolish all these houses given that they're on a tram line. They're between a train line and a tram line right there. And the buses. The buses come to, I guess, this main avenue. Now we did something, I don't know if I did this on camera or not yesterday. I think afterwards I just edited the tram line a bit. And instead of the tram line, let's show you actually the transportation system, since that's what we're working on. So instead of coming here doing a roundabout and all the buses going in there and doing well, not a roundabout, but a roundabout, a circle. Not a circle, a square. They come in and come to the lower Manhattan to do their U-turn business. And so by doing so, they come to the middle of this avenue, which is, couldn't tell you the name of it right now. Williamsburg Bridge Avenue. And then you have the bus lines doing a stop on that avenue as well. So you have 4 lanes of bus coverage. 4 lanes being used by public transit. As you can see, this bus coming in from the Williamsburg Bridge does a U-turn here and goes back on. So it has 1 stop. Same thing for Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan Bridge. They come in, they stop, and they take the bridge out. So these bus lines are really just to deliver people to the center. There's no other bus stops. And by bus stop, I mean horse carriage stop. And then, yeah, in the middle is the tram line. So if you go here, we really have one of the busiest hubs of the city. Yeah, that right there is a tram with 30 passengers on it. So they're really cramming in there, aren't they? There are tons of people. There are just absolutely tons of people walking in the streets right now. And I was asking myself, will we have any traffic if we have horse carts? Yeah, it turns out we do. Turns out we do. A lot of traffic over here. In Wall Street. This is technically Wall Street, or is this? Oh, it's called Ward Street. What do we call Wall Street? Now, I know it's very downscaled, this map, but it gives us the ability to build all the boroughs. Why don't we go ahead and buy, not a district, a piece of land. We're going to buy this here, because that's where Statue of Liberty is. And that's where we're going to edit the ferry line. I have a mod now where I can make this fairy line come in. It's a bit finicky. Come in here, and it'll let us go up to a certain point. It says water required, and I'm guaranteeing you there's water there. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe I need to do a curved path. I think I just saw it do something, no? Why don't we try just in the middle of the whole entire thing? Now, there is a lack of water there probably because it's not deep enough. What if we were to take some of the soil away? Make it the same depth as here. Maybe it has to do with the water depth, and then we have big ferries coming in. Because I would like to have this part of Brooklyn have a nice harbor. A harbor, and then we can also build a canal. We need to build a few canals. So maybe this helps. I'm not too sure. Let's check it out. Still being difficult, are we? Now, however, we see the water flow going upstream now. So I think maybe if we add a bunch of water outflow pipes, which we've been doing ever so often here to help... we did it last episode to get rid of the polluted water. Now it seems we're trying to fill more water into the river. So all we want to do is put water into this river. Because the water flow is a bit messed up in this game, if you know what I mean. Really great map. I think it's by Mr. Miyagi on... not the real Miyagi from Cobra Kai, but the Miyagi on Steam Workshop. Really nice map. Because of the scale. I just saw it literally. I literally just saw it be green there, no? We're gonna keep trying. I'm sure I can make this work. So we already have 118 people using our metro lines. Still a lot of people using the bus lines. But actually 112 people using this ferry line. Now this is getting complicated. I'm not going to do this for the whole episode. There's water required. What is that even talking about? Like, there's water right there. Right. Try here. Maybe if I do freeform, because I don't like having like sharp turns anyway. Now, in the worst case, we build a dam and we flood the whole area. Now, if we go slowly here, hopefully it'll agree that there's water. Let's try to terraform a bit more. Just a bit more here. Okay, maybe that would be good. I'm not sure if it's snapping or not. See a huge flow of water. What are you talking about, no water? There's a huge thing of water right there. You see, why I'm trying to get the water in is because you still can't get a ship from here. Although you could probably sneak one in. Well, one right there, which we couldn't do before. At least for a cargo. Cargo or passenger, not sure. Now, who wants me to build a dam and just flood the area? Kinda want to do that. In fact, since we can, let's buy Staten Island. Let's buy a few territories. Staten Island. We actually have pieces of the Bronx, Queens. So if I go there, I'll buy more lands, but not now. But I do need this land. I'm going to build a dam. No, I should probably build the Statue of Liberty. Oh, there's no Statue of Liberty. Why is that? Isn't it a unique building? I mean, I saw it on the workshop today, and I was like, I don't need that because that's in the base game. I was pretty sure it's in the base game. I have it on my Xbox. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Don't tell me they replaced it with this guy. We're gonna put one of those. If I put that, people are gonna be so furious. I'll be furious, for goodness sakes. Who does that? No Statue of Liberty. Alright. What if I just search the word Liberty? Nope. Nope. They don't have it. Ploppable. Oh, maybe we're looking for ploppable buildings. All buildings. All vanilla buildings. Nope. Doesn't exist. There's no Statue of Liberty. I was 100% sure that they had the Statue of Liberty. We're temporarily going to have to put that ugly statue, and then people are going to come join the stream and be like, I'm not watching this because I didn't think this guy would literally be putting the Colossus in New York. How much would that cost me? 160,000. Yeah, no, not happening. So yeah, we're not going to reach 1886 today. That's what that's going to be about. Let's check if we can put the ship line again. I'm so excited. Please tell me you can. Yep, looks like we're going to have a bit of trouble here. Or we just wait till later to see if maybe there's more water. If anybody knows, let me know, because I don't know. Water required. Maybe a water source. Oh. Now, if I put this, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to flood the city. I'm not even joking. I might try that between streams just to see how bad everything is going to be when I do that. So far, the water outflow pipes are not really helping. They're adding a bit of flow. It looks like the water is kind of flowing back. Okay. Now, how come these buildings are not all tall buildings? We have to demolish them one by one. And have the tall buildings move in. A lot of private pools in their backyards, and also they seem to be very high level with the red roofs and everything. That means they've reached level 4 and 5. This is how progress works, ladies and gentlemen. You have to move them all out, one by one. So there you go. There's that. Do we want more? Do we want more commercial, or they say they have demand for commercial? Now, I would develop. Let's look at the skyline. We have to do this smartly. We have to follow like the probable skyline of New York. Down Broadway would obviously be okay. Let's do it. Now I realized when I was like looking at maps yesterday that there's an area over here. Actually, now it might be a good time. Maybe. There's an area of New York that I did not put in, and it's an area that goes like this. A few blocks of this. How worth it is it for me to currently demolish what I have? Probably not worth it. Probably really not worth it. And we can always demolish things later, but for the moment, let's get the high density people in. So, high density office, commercial. We really need this power line going through the middle of our city? Probably not. That'll give us some more room. Again, this area had so many, the roads were redrawn so many times that I think that that's why you have these weird, like, exclaves of non-zoned areas. Alright, there we go. Now this fire station is on a very busy intersection, so you could potentially just move it. It looks like right here it might want to have something there because there's a lot of fire danger right there. Speaking of fire, let's actually put more of these fire stations. I cannot believe that our fire coverage is so bad. We'll put a really good one here as well. Maybe right here. We can keep that shop. I've decided that shop is okay. Now, I'm just not sure if they're using fire trucks. I think they are because we don't have horse-drawn fire trucks. It's not a mod. Okay, so they really are moving in here. That's good. Let's go make sure they move in up here as well because we want them to all keep pace with each other. It is a bit annoying that I have to demolish the houses. I'm just not sure why that is. I think historical districts mod might have caused some of that. Maybe everything is historical in my city. This is a lot of clicking. It's going to give me a lot of carpal tunnel tomorrow. And I'm trying to keep the Brooklyn buildings there. Now I realize also Times Square, you know, that isn't quite as good. Like I'm trying to think where I'm going to put that iconic intersection. And if I do put it here, there's not much room. But, you know, here's an example of what I could do. Okay, here's what I could do. If a building is too big, we use our procedural objects mod. Let's do the Flatiron building. Actually, I'm just gonna make a little bit of room here. Let's say I want to give it this much space. And I take the building and it's like much bigger than that. So we're going to convert it into a PO. I want it to go like this. And okay, we can place it. Now we have to scale it. So let's go to edit. Give us a moment here, ladies and gentlemen. the asset must load before we edit it. This may take some time. 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 It's taking too much time. Now, would it be wise to go on another tab and look at the city? So there's this other video that I haven't really showed you. It is the evolution of Lower Manhattan, though, not any other part of New York. Oh, I heard the game is ready. So if we start here, it tells us all the buildings year by year that we should be putting in our downtown. The first one would be the New York Stock Exchange building in 1903. All right, and the Woolworth Tower in 1913. And that's also the years in which the New York subway was really expanding. So we're gonna have a lot of work. It doesn't mention the Flatiron building. I think we're ready. So if we do scale, and then we just do page down. Yeah, we can make it a little bit more appropriate given the current skyline we have, but not too much. Because if we do that, if we scale it too much, the windows, it won't look like it's scaled to the city, but this actually looks kind of good. At that size, you know, that still looks pretty good as well. So that was 3. And at some point it starts looking ridiculous, because let's just say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 story building. And then you have the gallery here, 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to actually... These bay windows need to be at this height. So there we go. I'm not going to do that every time. I'm not going to scale it. I'm going to scale it to my needs, because some buildings really won't fit. How do I export? I guess I press export. Or enter. Back. Good job. There's our Flatiron building. Can we move it using our move it tools? No. So if we want to move it, there's Flatiron, place. No, I don't want to place it. I may have not wanted to click that button. Right, back to the skyline. Woolworth building. The municipal building is not something we have in the Steam workshop. That's very sad. We don't even have anything that looks like it. Now the equitable building we have. Yeah. Are we ready here? No. The Trump building is not really called the Trump building. It's actually called the Manhattan Trust Bank building, something like that. Let's go back to the game. It should be ready by now. Now, something else we can watch is this accent. by Lady Kathy Ladman. Not Lady Kathy Ladman, just Kathy Ladman, which is almost spelling out the words lady and man. I heard my building is ready, but let's watch like a few seconds of this just to get the New York accent back.
You can tell I'm from New York, can't you? I have an accent. I know. I hate my voice because I don't think it's sexy. You know, I got an obscene phone call once and I actually felt guilty because I thought I turned the guy off.
I thought I turned the guy off. Wow, she is really nasal. Probably Brooklyn or Queens.
It's like, hi, I'm Mark. I'd really like to. What? Do I know you? I don't think I know you.
I don't think I know you. Ooh, okay, no, yeah, no, we don't want that. Can we delete this? Edit. No. I can do this. Oh no, edit's gonna take more time. Oh, back to the lady
Oh, never
Kathy
mind.
Ladman. Oh, never mind.
I was watching the History Channel recently, and there was a Hitler special on. Yeah, Hitler's getting
Okay.
all specials. He's doing very well.
Now we're getting into the Hitler
And
jokes.
they were saying that Hitler
My
and
god.
Eva Braun had a good relationship. I'd like to know who she was going out with before.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Right, so I'm excited. I'm going to put the Flatiron Building just because we are trying to grow our skyline. Now, the Flatiron Building, we can find out when it was built. Now we're going to get a bit messy with the timeline. By the way, we built this. Flatiron Building. List of buildings named Flatiron Building. Clearly, I want the one in New York. Do we not have that? There we go. So, it was 22 stories tall, and it was completed in 1902. We're not in the 1900s yet. But do you guys really want to wait for all these buildings? I mean, I think we should be putting some buildings down ASAP, a few buildings every episode, even though it's not exactly the right timeline, because we can't all do it in one episode. It's going to be way too crazy if we do it all in one episode. Now, can I not move my camera at all? I would like to move my camera, please. Rotation. I'm gonna have to go based on the roof because I can't really see the other side. I didn't know. Now this procedural objects mod is a great mod. Don't get me wrong. It's clearly something that is useful, especially when we need to. We're gonna scale down a bunch of buildings, including the Statue of Liberty. We're just gonna have to do it. That's the way it is. But it is very useful for that. And we're scaling down buildings again because our city is a scaled down map. Now, I'm confused. Are those buildings taller than this building? Because that's not okay. I'm going to scale it up one more time. Page up. Just to make sure it's the tallest building. So if I'm going to do any more editing on this building, I'm going to have to do it off, like not off screen, but off of the stream, because it does take a little bit of time for these buildings to load. So, I don't know, I kind of like it here. It actually would probably make more sense to put it right here. Wouldn't it? Now this building comes with a park. So what we can do is we can connect this road to there, and then maybe the building would look more natural, more in place. Oh, it's hard because this is like a fake intersection, just like everything. It's fake. But it looks so much better on this side. It's not even on Brooklyn. I mean, it's not even on Broadway. Or we can put it in the middle. Something like this, and then have a park on each side. Which is actually what we're going to do, because we have a park. Oh no. Can I undo what I just did? For some reason, my camera can move... My camera can zoom in and out. Why can't I move my camera side to side? And I don't have edge scrolling, so that's not going to help. Okay. I want to put it right here. Obnoxiously... Oh, whoa. Butchered that word. Obnoxiously in the middle. I want to make sure it's actually... Ooh, now the camera is rotating. Well, that changes everything. I do like it here because it looks like it's connecting both streets up. But it's very poorly lit by the sun. And I don't like that. Okay, we're going to keep it like this. Let me know where you want it. This side, that side, redraw the whole district. Let's check out Flatiron Park, because I have that. Flatiron Plaza. Now, we can go into Google Maps and check out what the heck they're talking about. Flatiron Plaza. Like, I know there's a little bit of a park around the Flatiron building. Is it right here? It's not right there. It's where Madison... Is it right here? You know, I gotta tell you, I love the Flatiron building so much because it's triangular. It's a triangular skyscraper. You know, a lot of skyscrapers try to be unique by having like a nice facade, a nice pinnacle. I really don't know where this Flatiron building is. There it is. Okay, so if we look at this park, one of the parks are going to go here, and one of the parks are going to go here. Ooh, and if you look at it, it's on this street. That's our answer. So, excuse me. Ooh, and bus lanes. Good to know. Good to know. Now, are one of these parks actually triangular? I don't think so. But you know what? I like the idea. This park is triangular. I like the idea of having picnic tables around this building. So why not? Let's do it. There we go. Picnic tables. Oh, it needs a road connection. Gotta be joking me. And what is this pedestrian road? I never placed that. And just to touch it up, we're now going to put some pavement in the area. Eventually, I think all of Manhattan is going to have a lot of pavement. Yeah, I don't know what this is. We're just going to replace that. We're just going to place that thing again, because that was weird. There's a pedestrian path there, and I think I know why. Because they're trying to make it look like, triangular. I'm pretty sure I can reach that thing with my mod tool. Anyway, I think it's okay there. Alright, sorry for that delay, but my internet just did a weird thing. Now, that's okay, because we have placed the Flatiron building. And let's just check out what it looks like from anywhere. Is it the tallest building indeed in our city? I think it is. I think it's the tallest building in our city by a little bit. Now, we have to upgrade this area. Now, I think eventually we're gonna have to scale this building a little bit up. It has room to grow. We would do that because we want to like have our skyline kind of grow with the growth of the city. It's a bit strange. I don't get me wrong. It's a bit strange that we are going to change the size of buildings. Not very realistic, is it? No, I cannot have crooked roads like this. Now, another thing I'd like to put in this city is a Chinatown. Are these Brooklyn-style buildings? I don't think so. Why I say Brooklyn-style is because I think most of the buildings are Brooklyn-style. About 80 of them, I think. Alright, let's press play. Now over here, do we have what? Residential? We do, and it's not actually demolished, so we have to demolish all this stuff. I don't like micromanaging this. I'm gonna check my mods between this episode and next episode. But it is satisfactory to have to actually demolish the buildings before we see the change in our city, because then we can really micromanage, you know? And this is more realistic, I find. They obviously didn't build skyscrapers in New York starting day one, but go to Manhattan today, and all you see is skyscrapers. In fact, there's not one Dutch building left from the colonial times. I don't think. I was watching some documentary, and I think that's what I got from that. So we'll see this district really grow now. You have crooked buildings right here, right in the middle of the block, because of like earlier things we had going. So yeah, this is going to actually start looking really great now that we're fixing it all up. Now over here I'm not going to zone anything because I think there's a park in this area. Do I want to rebuild this road? Because there's a weird glitch happening right there. Good. Honestly, the glitch is not fixed, but that's okay. And I think that's about as much demolition as I want to do right now. Just around the Flatiron building, which is Midtown-ish. Flatiron District, obviously-ish. Gotta fix up all of this. Let's press play. Okay, this is probably gonna look amazing. I can only hope. Now I'm curious, how many people are using our transit system? Notice we haven't built any roads this episode so far, except for, ooh, right here. And we can actually zone those roads. We'd have to measure that. Or we can just zone it. Now, they want industry. Okay. How can I give you more industry? I don't know where they want more industry. Maybe offices. We can give them some offices. And where would I put the offices? All around Times Square is a good place, I think, to start with offices. Now the offices are going to look really too tall, actually, to be putting them here, I think. Well, we'll have a row of offices here. Fortunately, I have to demolish a lot of stuff for this to work. I won't demolish it now. We'll do that later, sometime in between the streams, I think. If we want offices, we can put some right there. And right there. And there is a bit of room for industrial right here. Not enough raw materials. Okay. Well, we have a harbor for a reason. Maybe we could try connecting that path. This is the last time I'm going to try it. Now, usually, if I... I thought I was going to do that glitch where it let me build it for 1 second. Water required. We require water for this to work. Okay. Ferry depot? Harbor. So where can we put a harbor? I don't really want to demolish all these buildings. If there's a place here where it could like squish in without demolishing all those buildings. And I doubt it. I doubt it. Well, we can have the harbor right here. There is a tram line right there. And a metro line right there. Train line. Alright, here's where we use our magic tool. Oops. Oopsie. There we go. That should do. But that should do the trick. So these are the few blocks that I didn't draw right here. Are they important? Probably. I mean, we have Soho and Hoboken. These are all districts that I haven't... Actually, wait, no. Hoboken's like somewhere else, right? These are all districts that I haven't really put. Soho, Chinatown. Chinatown will be right around here, I think. Right before Manhattan Bridge, I think. It's hard to tell from space. But also Little Italy. And we could put all that. We could put all that. There's mods for everything. There's a Chinatown mod. There's a Chinatown collection with about 300 mods. Now, I wonder if these buildings are starting to look a bit New Yorky or not. We have a few high-rises right here, and I didn't really do much about them. Oh, these are clearly the New York commercial high-rises. They're all looking very similar. But it does add a bit of character. I mean, every once in a while having like... if you add a few mods, and then if they sort of work in some areas, then it does add character. $214 people using the train every week. We can zone this commercial. High density. High density? Probably. And then the rest of it can be low density residential for now. Because I don't like zoning too much high density without even having it have been low density first. I do like upgrading one by one. Oh, and since we don't go to this part of town a lot, let's make it industrial. we can destroy this experimental train line loop. Now all we have to do is wait for them to move in. We'll put day-night cycle on for this. We like the scenic part of the video. There it is, the view of Brooklyn and Manhattan, with the zoning starting to really start growing in the upward direction. Alright, well, I'm going to keep this stream on play for a bit, just so we can watch the city develop and grow. I might be back, but I think we're going to end the stream here, actually. So just this last few moments of streaming, last few moments of video footage. Enjoy it while you can. There's a huge fire happening over there. That's very sad. Yeah, I'm just trying to look at the city and try to feel like this city is the real New York based on me trying to build this like higher uh, higher height buildings in Lower Manhattan and then up there in Midtown as well. And in the middle we have industrial and like not really highly built tall buildings. So yeah, thank you for watching this stream. I'm gonna put it back in the cinematic mode and enjoy the rest of this cinematic shot. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Cussan Gaming. Goodbye.